How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. How Heyoka Empaths destroy narcissists. Heyoka Empaths, or contrary empaths, are unique individuals who use their empathy in unconventional ways to challenge and transform the dynamics around them. They often have a knack for seeing through superficial behaviors and addressing underlying truths. In this video, I'll give 20 detailed ways Heyoka Empaths can impact and destroy, or more constructively disempower, narcissists with real-life examples and short stories. Number one is mirroring behavior. For example, Jessica was a Heyoka Empath who worked with a narcissistic boss named Tom. Tom loved to boast about his achievements. Jessica, understanding the power of reflection, began mimicking Tom's grandiose statements back to him. This made Tom uncomfortable as he faced his own inflated ego reflected back at him. Over time, Tom became more self-conscious and less arrogant in his interactions. Number two way Heyoka Empaths destroy narcissists is by setting boundaries. For example, Michael, a Heyoka Empath, had a friend named Lisa who constantly used him for emotional support without reciprocation. Michael set firm boundaries by limiting the time he spent with Lisa and no longer tolerating her manipulative behavior. Lisa's inability to control Michael's time or emotions reduced her power over him. The number three way Heyoka Empaths destroy narcissists is through offering unfiltered honesty. Sarah, for example, a Heyoka Empath, worked in a team with a narcissistic colleague, Dev, who was always seeking validation. During a meeting, Sarah openly critiqued Dev's ideas in a constructive manner. This public honesty embarrassed Dev and forced him to confront his lack of substance, diminishing his need for validation. The number four way Heyoka Empaths destroy narcissists is by turning the spotlight. For example, Alex, a Heyoka Empath, attended social gatherings where a narcissistic acquaintance, Mark, always dominated the conversation. Alex strategically shifted the focus to other attendees' achievements and interests. This approach reduced Mark's ability to hog attention and allowed others to shine. Number five way Heyoka Empaths destroy narcissists is by using humor. Emily, a Heyoka Empath, dealt with her narcissistic neighbor, Fred, who was always boasting about his possessions. Emily used humor to deflate Fred's ego by making light-hearted jokes about materialism, which made Fred's bragging seem ridiculous and diminished his need for admiration. The number six way how Heyoka Empaths destroy narcissists is by empathetic confrontation. Brian, a Heyoka Empath, had a partner, Laura, who was narcissistic and manipulative. Instead of arguing, Brian calmly and empathetically confronted Laura's behavior by discussing how it affected him. This non-confrontational approach made Laura reconsider her actions and adjust her behavior. The number seven way Heyoka Empaths destroy narcissists is by undermining narcissistic expectations. Lisa, for example, a Heyoka Empath, dealt with a manager who expected constant praise. Instead of fulfilling these demands, Lisa gave genuine, specific feedback about her work. This unexpected shift in expectations led the manager to reassess his behavior and reduced his over-reliance on praise. Number eight way Heyoka Empaths destroy narcissists is inconsistent responses. Tom, a Heyoka empath, had a friend, John, who thrived on controlling social interactions. Tom began responding unpredictably to John's manipulative tactics, thereby disrupting John's control and forcing him to adapt to Tom's erratic responses. The number 9 way Heyoka empaths destroy narcissists is by revealing vulnerabilities. For example, Samantha, her Heyoka empath, shared her own vulnerabilities with narcissistic co-worker Susan, who used others' weakness for manipulation. By exposing her own insecurities openly, Samantha disarmed Susan's tactics and demonstrated that vulnerability could be a strength rather than a weakness. Number 10 way Heyoka empaths destroy narcissists is by highlighting inconsistencies. Mark, a Heyoka empath, noticed that his narcissistic business partner, Carla, often contradicted herself. Mark consistently pointed out these inconsistencies during discussions, making Carla's manipulative behavior more apparent and less effective. The number 11 way Heyoka empaths destroy narcissists is by creating emotional distance. Rachel, a Heyoka empath, dealt with a narcissistic sibling, Mike, who always demanded attention. Rachel began creating emotional distance by engaging in her own interests and passions, which made Mike's attempts to draw her in less impactful. Now, Heyoka empaths destroy narcissists through adopting a neutral stance. James, a Heyoka empath, was involved in a family dispute with his narcissistic cousin, Sam. James remained neutral and non-reactive during arguments. This lack of emotional engagement reduced Sam's ability to provoke reactions and maintain control. The number 13 way Heyoka empaths destroy narcissists is by empowering others. Megan, a Heyoka empath, worked with a narcissistic team leader, Greg, who sought to dominate group projects. Megan actively encouraged and supported her colleagues, enabling them to shine and thereby diminishing Greg's perceived importance. The number 14 way Heyoka empaths destroy narcissists is through subtle reversals. Chris, for example, a Heyoka empath, encountered a narcissistic client, Karen, who demanded constant affirmation. Chris subtly reversed the roles by asking Karen for her opinions and feedback, thereby reducing a need for validation and shifting the power dynamic. The number 15 way Heyoka empaths destroy narcissists is through utilizing reflective thinking or reflective listening. For example, Laura, a Heyoka empath, used reflective listening with her narcissistic partner David. By repeating back David's words and asking probing questions, Laura forced him to confront the inconsistencies and flaws in his arguments, weakening his control. Heyoka empaths destroy narcissists through reframing criticism. Joe, a Heyoka empath, worked with a narcissistic colleague, Susan, who reacted poorly to criticism. Joe reframed his feedback in a positive light, focusing on growth and improvement rather than shortcomings, which made Susan more receptive and less defensive. The number 17 way Heyoka empaths destroy narcissists is by employing silence. Kelly, a Heyoka empath, dealt with a narcissistic boss, Richard, who thrived on constant communication. Kelly used silence strategically in meetings and conversations, forcing Richard to fill the void and disrupting his usual pattern of dominance. Number 18 way Heyoka empaths destroy narcissists is by leveraging emotional intelligence. Anna, a Heyoka empath, had a narcissistic partner, Tom, who tried to manipulate her emotions. Anna used her emotional intelligence to remain calm and collected, understanding Tom's patterns and reacting in ways that diminished his ability to control her. Number 19 way Heyoka empaths destroy narcissists is by encouraging self-reflection. For example, James, a Heyoka empath, encouraged his narcissistic friend Alex to journal about his feelings and experiences. The process of self-reflection helped Alex gain insight into his behavior and gradually reduced his narcissistic tendencies. And finally, Heyoka Empaths destroy narcissists by modeling healthy behavior. Emma, a Heyoka Empath, worked with a narcissistic teammate, Paul, who exhibited toxic behavior. Emma consistently modeled empathy, respect, and integrity in her interactions, indirectly influencing Paul to adjust his behavior in response to her positive example. So, these methods I've mentioned in this video highlight the Heyoka Empath's unique ability to challenge narcissistic behavior through unconventional means. By using empathy in a transformative way, Heyoka Empaths can disrupt narcissistic patterns and foster healthier dynamics. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so.